Hi, Cancer. This one is for you today. It's been a minute since I've done a reading for you because we got out of your season, so I kind of like stayed off of your shit for a little bit because I overdid it in June, whatever. So I haven't been on your shit since June, so I think it's time for an update. It was Leo season, and we gave Leo a lot of love, and it's Virgo now, so we're going to be doing the Virgo thing, but I'm not going to forget about you, Cancers. I am a Cancer sun, and God help us all because this is a fucked sign to be. Right now, Lord God. Alright, and if your life is wonderful right now, then I'm so happy for you. Your other placements are fantastic, apparently. Mine is ridiculously a joke. Like, it's a joke. A fucking joke. Alright, anyways, back to the main thing. Alright, Cancers. The King of Wands in reverse. Player fucking energy. Someone that's not... that fucks first and asks questions later. I don't think that's a good way to put that. Literally, what I'm getting from this situation, the King of Wands, is this is your energy or what you're dealing with or the situation around you. It's like a lack of passion, a lack of drive, a lack of determination towards whatever this is. It's also being completely in the element of not taking it seriously and just whimsical nonsense. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it is. I don't know if it's you or it's the person you're dealing with. I really don't, but I do in my aspect, I don't in yours. So I'm not going to pretend I do. Alright, Ten of Cups. All these cups. Alright. Ten of Cups tells me that in this situation that you want and that you're striving for is to have the ultimate fulfillment of love and family and wholeness. And the 10 is like, the 10 can't mean the shit's going to keep going. You know what I mean? The 9 is completion. The 10's got the 0, the circle, it loops back around. It's like it's a fucking circle of bullshit. So it does continue to keep going on. Now, whether or not it changes and becomes the ultimate 10 of Cups for you is yet to be known. But right now, I do see in the atmosphere and the energy that you're aspiring to have or around you one is the 10 of Cups. You want the family, you have the family of something of that situation, or you're trying to get it back with this King of Wands. It's in reverse out of your element type situation. You may be dealing with a fire sign, a Leo, Sag, Aries, or you could have a lot in your charts. Let's see, damn school was the moon, your car boo things. So yeah, right now with the moon, quite literally in the 10 of Cups, you don't see it now. You don't see that this 10 of Cups is coming. Because right now when I told you that you had your life and your family, you're like, no, I don't, I'm hurting, I don't have that. You don't. Or I know you don't. Majority of you don't. But you will. And the moon is telling me that you don't see it. You don't see it because it's a secret to you. Why is it a secret to you? I don't know. But you don't see it. And it's coming though. You just gotta be like resilient. Yes, King of Cups, upright. King of Cups. Remember that. It's going to bring you to that element. It's going to put you in your shit. Your Cancer, King of Cups. You will be in your element when that secret is revealed. When you realize that you are working towards that 10 of Cups and you can be happy. You don't have to fret and worry and be anxious and think that it's not cooperating or going the way you want it to go. And now I just pulled the fucking 8 of Swords. Alright. So basically, you know what you have to do to achieve this 10 of Cups. You know damn well. And the moon is there because it's like, let's play secret into, but you have that intuition, and it's also represented by the moon, okay? So we can take this card and fling it in both damn ways. So not only is it a secret that's being kept from you from yourself, that you don't see that you're trying very, very way, in any way you can to move forward towards that, you don't see it. There's a lot of pain, a lot of things that have fallen all around you that have come really close to severing you completely off from anything that you've ever known to be true. And I feel like you've had to seriously duck and dodge a bunch of fucking bullets. And you have. You've ducked and dodged a lot of bullets. Now, a lot of the fact is that you chose to stay in the situation where someone was shooting at you when you could have just walked out the fucking door. Now, we've all done that, guilty here as well. So what I get from this in the 8 of Swords here is that you're not wanting to see it. You may be in denial that you're moving towards it because you don't see it. Like I said, it's the secret. But you are going to get that. You are going to get in the King of Cups, and you're going to be in your element, like the highest, the good form of your element. And you're going to be able to achieve that 10 of Cups because of that. But you got to take this blindfold off and stop looking around to see all the bullets you ducked and dodged and just move fucking forward and know that you're not still in that same area where the bullets can reach you. You know what I mean? Like, you got to get the fuck out of that area. You got to move. You got to go on. You got to get going. Because I don't feel like that anything that you're doing is going to serve you. Yeah, fucking 6 of Swords. I just said you got to get going, and this is what came out with 6 of Swords. Leaving something behind, even though it hurts you, but moving on to better things. And having that hope for the horizon and that hope for things to come. got the Nine of Cups. Because once you move on from that thing, before you get to the 10, you're going to get to the 9. And when you move on from the thing that brings you pain that you don't want to move on from, or that you're in denial or whatever it is of, you will learn first to love yourself. That way it doesn't matter if anyone else fills your cup, because you'll be able to fill your own. And that's very important for you, Cancer. That's so important for you as someone that's always looking and wanting love as much as you give to people. It's hard to find that to get back. Like, there's nobody that I've ever met that could give the caliber of unconditional love to me that I give to them. I don't know if they can. I have to understand that everyone's love language is different, and that there's some people that just don't genuinely know how to do that, or don't know that they can do that, you know, and we have to remember that and just teach them through example. Empress in reverse. Okay, so right now, either you are not wanting to get pregnant, which is really random as fuck, which I know I don't, so that's true for me, but this could be something going on as far as a lack of possibly a pregnancy, or a pregnancy loss, or either a situation where you don't want to have a kid, or a situation where you're not really wanting to be in the Empress energy right now. Like, you may just want to move forward and be single and not really become a match for anybody else right now. Like, you may not be ready for that. That may be something down the road. Yes, you might not want to do that. You have to make that decision not to do that, and not give to that situation. Yeah, the Fool's in reverse here. So with the Fool in reverse, you're not the fool in the sense of like you're naive. You're the fool in the sense of like a love fool, or a fool for something that you care about, or a fool for yourself. Finally, that's what I really think it is. I think you're finally a fool for your fucking self, and that's beautiful, because you don't do that often. For someone that has so much love to give, they don't give enough to themselves, and I don't know why we don't do that as Cancers. I mean, we feel guilty because of that, and we want people to think that we're like self-absorbed, because we really do, because we feel so deeply on every level of everything. The slightest bit of off-put or energy that's not good, that has any tension in it, flows us all off the fucking radar. We cannot function if we feel that shit. So that goes back to trying to avoid that feeling. We are doing things simply in avoidance. We don't do things in reaction time. We do things in avoidance time. And that's a lot of the reason that we're where we are right now, because we didn't take enough risk, or we didn't feel confident, or we didn't feel loved enough and have enough self-confidence and self-esteem, because we let other people dictate what our own thought of ourselves should be. And the Fool's telling me that you're not doing that anymore. That you're starting over, but you're not starting over as the naive, dumb little crab that you were before. You're starting over as the full-grown fucking bitch ready to do the damn thing. Excuse my language. I don't even care really, but whatever. You may not be a bitch, you may be a bitch. Most of the time, Cancers are bitches. They can be the nicest bitch you've ever met, but at the same time, they're so emotional and moody that it's very exhausting, and they can be snappy. So I'm sorry, that's what it is. We got little clampers for a reason. Don't get too close. Don't get too close, because first off, you're just gonna fucking break our heart when you leave. Second off, like, we don't even know if we want you to fit in our show with us. Like, we like to be by ourselves. We really do. We hate it and we love it. It's so fucking funny to be a Cancer, because everything you are is a walking contradiction. How are you like the most likely to be a serial killer, but you hold the most love for anybody in the world at any sign? See, that's because with so much love comes so much passion, and with passion equals passion killings. Like, everything does have a tie, but you are a walking contradiction in itself, which is, it's an anomaly. Like, it's kind of fascinating. It's interesting. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful disaster, like the Kelly Clarkson song. It's something that was never meant to become what it became. But once it did, you were so thankful it did. You have to learn through the experiences of pain and love, because you don't work on logic alone. You know, like the air signs, they're logic alone. Like, we're emotional pretty much alone. They're logic alone. And the thing is, like, that's pros and cons, you know what I mean? And it hurts because we wear our heart on our sleeve. It does hurt to be a Cancer, because you will find out eventually how quick people aren't like you, and how much you know, and how much you feel, and how people will try to gaslight you and make you feel like your feelings are wrong, because it's the only power they can get over you. The only thing they can do is make you feel crazy, because it's how you feel. You know what I mean? Like, you can talk yourself out of anything in your head, but in your body and your brain and your mind and everything about you believes it, and it becomes real, and it's how you feel. It's different than just something you learned in your brain that just got shut off when you learned it. You know what I mean? That's a whole different thing to learn it in your brain and to learn it in your body. Okay? And Cancer is the body learner, so to speak, a feeling learner. And you know ultimate joy, which is a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't know what it's like to find ultimate love and joy in the smallest of things, and actually find so much value and sentimental value with everything. Okay, that's a blessing too. To be able to see the love and see value and see yourself in every living creature and everything puts you in the same pace with it, makes you one with it, makes you whole, makes you feel connected to the universe and to God, and it's a beautiful fucking feeling. But you got the flip side of this bitch, okay, where you know what pain is. Like, you can't shut that shit off. Like, you know what ultimate betrayal, ultimate hurt, ultimate pain, ultimate death and loss is like, and how it affects your whole fucking being, because it throws you off. It's negative energy, it's heavy, it's dangerous for you to sit in it, because it's very impactful on you in a negative way. And it's hard to get out of that funk, because you're gonna have to just let it ride itself out. So as a Cancer, it's very important that you're constantly doing shadow work, or that you're constantly cleaning your energy, or that you're constantly doing things that bring joy to your life, and not feeling fucking guilty and selfish about it. Because you give to so many others, and you support others emotionally and with love and with all good things. You wish the best for people, genuinely you do, unless they cross you, which, fuck, that's everybody. So, you know what I mean? You've got to understand that the world is out to get you. You are the different one. You are the one that has... You fucking should have ran that damn yellow light. Excuse me, y'all. I just got road rage because this idiot should have ran the fucking yellow light. I would have ran the bitch with him. We would have both went to jail. Anyways, like, you're going to have to get to that point where you can work through that. You're going to have to work with your energy and not let it work you. Because as an empath, or somebody that feels something, everything... There are times that you're going to read shit wrong, for sure, until you learn the energy like the back of your hand. And there's going to be times you still read people wrong, because there's some people out there that are just tricky fucking people. You know what I mean? And you're gonna go based on what they are doing, because if they're off kilter one little bit from normal, or what you feel is normal, it's going to be like, what the fuck's wrong? Did I do something? What did I do? And you're going to project that shit onto yourself. And then at that point, you're going to start questioning the other person. It's going to cause tension or animosity or issues where there might not have been any. And so then your vibe, your actions, your shit is decided based on how somebody else feels. Technically, you're not even living your life. Technically, you're living on, like I said, to keep things from happening that bring you pain, or that you don't understand. You don't want to sit in that. You don't want to deal with it. You don't want to deal with any negative, no wallowing, no worrying, no having to. You need that constant reassurance. And that's because there's so many times that you were feeling so good, like you might be feeling in that moment, and it was ripped from you. And so you want the reassurance in the moments of good. And sometimes it takes away those moments of good, because you can't just live in the moment, because you're worried about, is this going to be gone in the future? I don't know, Cancer. I just got you way on the deep level today. And I just feel like I understand you, because I am a Cancer. So I'm sorry if I gave more attention to the Cancers. But as a Cancer myself, and as someone that knows for a fucking fact that life has been nothing but hard lately, for Leo as well, and I'm a Leo rising, I'm telling you right now, Leo soap opera is strong in these parts. Leo and Cancer, man, and even Aquarius, Sag, and Capricorn, they've been through some fucking hell. I don't know what the hell is going on, really, and I just know that things are not like they should have been, or as they seem, and it's not easy. It's not easy right now. It's not easy if you are any of those signs, and it's not easy in life anyways, but it's definitely not easy if you're any of those signs, because it's going to literally take you to that place where you can't do anything else but worry. And it's so hard to do that. Who wants to live that way? You know what I mean? Like, I know most people don't. I don't. I just feel that we all need to remember that we're all in this together. It's not going to be easy for any of us. Love is not the end-all, be-all. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can have love and it's not enough. And you know that. All of us know that. Love is not always enough. So we have to remember that there are other parts of life that need to be given consideration and balance. And that maybe that's something we need to work on in this life. Is finding that balance. Finding that way of making it all work together. So that it makes sense, and that it makes sense in your life. Alright, Cancer. Sorry I got going. It's like 15 minutes of whatever. But I hope you enjoyed your reading. If not, then whatever. I don't care. But thank you for listening anyway. Well, I'll talk to you later. Bye, Cancer.